So hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the problem construct tree from in order and pre-order traversals. So what we have to do is, let's read the problem statement first. Given two arrays of in order and pre-order traversal, construct a tree and print the post order traversals. So we don't have to take much care about printing the post order traversal, we just have to create a tree and just have to return the root node of that tree, and the post order traversal will be printed by the driver code itself. So let's see the example first. So we have this in order traversal and the pre-order traversal that is given to us. We have to just convert this into a tree, and the post order of it will be printed. So let's see first of all how to create a binary tree from the in order and pre-order traversal. So we are given these two traversals of a given tree, that is in order and pre-order. So first of all, in order traversals, as we have seen in the previous videos, in order means first of all left node will be traversed, root, and then right. Okay, this is the concept of in order, and for pre-order the concept is root, left, and right. Okay, which means that in the pre-order the first node that you are seeing is the root node, and then is the left subtree and the right subtree. So how we will create a binary tree from it? So first of all, what we need is the root node. So how we will get the root node? So we can get the root node by looking at the pre-order traversal. So first element in the pre-order traversal is our root element. So what we will do is we will create a root. Now we have to find the left and right child of it. So left and right child of it, we can find it by making use of the in order traversal. So you can see that the root lies in between, and on the left of it is the left subtree, and on the right of it is the right subtree. So we can see in the in order traversal there is no left child, or there are no left element, which means that 6, 8, 7 all comes on the right side of this root node. So out of this 6, 8, 7, now we have to find which one is the root node. So finding the root node, we will do it by using the pre-order traversal. So in the pre-order traversal, the element which is next is 6. So 6 will be our root node. So again we can make 6 as our root node, and then we will find where will 8 and 7 lie on the for 6. So for 6 also we can see that 8 and 7 lies on the right side. So what we will do is 8 and 7 will exist here. Now for the next root, what will be the next root? We will look into again in the pre-order traversal. So we can see that 7 is the next root. So we will make 7 as the root. So 7 is the root now, and for now we have to check whether the 8 lies on the left side or on the right side. So for that we will check in the in order traversal of the tree. So 7 exists and the 8 exists right towards left of it. So 8 will come here. So in this way our entire tree will look like. So we just have to return the root node of it, and the post order traversal for it will be printed. So in this way, let's see one more example. So this is the example that we have. So first of all, the root node will be the 0, because the first node in the pre-order traversal is the root node. So after that we have to check what all nodes will come on the left and right side. So we have to check that in the in order traversal. So the nodes which exist on the left side of the root node will be 3, 1, 4, and similarly the nodes which will exist on the right side will be 5 and 2. So now we have to check for these three, that out of 3, 1 and 4 which is the root node. So we can see after 0 the next node that we have is 1. So 1 will be our root node in this case. So what we will do is we will make 1 as the root node, and we have to find 3 and 4 exist on which side. So you can see in the in order traversal 1 exists and 3 exists on the left side, and 4 exists on the right side. So this is how our tree will look like. The left subtree will look like, and now we will move towards the right subtree. So out of 5 and 2 which is the root node, we will find through pre-order traversal. So 2 exists first, which means that 2 is our root node. So what we will do is we will create 2 as the root node, and now we have to find whether 5 exists on the left side or on the right side. So for that we will check in the in order traversal. So 5 exists on the left of 2, so 5 exists here. So in this way also again we have created our binary tree. So now what's the logic of the code that we will write in this case is, because there are multiple iterations, and we also have to take care of the lower bound and the upper bound pointers while traversing the node given nodes. So First of all, the in order and pre-order traversals are given to us. So in order is 314052 and pre-order is 013425. So this is the same example I have taken, which we have solved here. So now what we will do is, while writing the code, what we will do is we will initially store our all the elements of the in order traversal into a map. Why we are doing so? Because whenever we are looking for a given element, for example, while we were doing the first iteration, we had our tree something like this, 314 and 52. So when we created our root node, we didn't know that where does our next node exist in the for the given tree, right? So that it will be very much easy for us to look into a given for our map. So we don't have to traverse the in order traversal again and again every time. So our time complexity will also reduce in this case. So we will simply insert all the elements of the in order traversal into a map, and then the key will be the in order traversal nodes, and the value will be our index values of a given node. So 3 and 0 is the index, 1 and 1. So 1 is the node here and 1 is the index here. 4 is the node and 2 is the index value. Similarly, we will insert all the elements. Now there are some conditions to check. So first of all, what we will do is we will traverse the pre-ordered our pre-ordered traversal, because we only will check our in order traversals from the map, and while traversing it, we will assign the lower bound pointer to the first node and upper bound to the last one. So we will check if at any point of time if our lower bound becomes greater than upper bound, which means that if there is a case something like this 4 to 5, if our lower bound is this and upper bound is this, then in that case we have to stop our traversing. So that is why this case tells that in that case we have to return null. So the next case is if lower bound becomes equals to the upper bound. So this is again the case where we have to check if lower bound or upper bound is same. So in that case we have to return our result. Now what is result? Result is the node which we will create every time to store our to create our new node. So that we will look now in the code. While we will look into the code, it will be more clear to you. And also one thing is there, that we have to calculate mid every time. Because why we are calculating mid? Because we are going to run this code recursively. We are going to call the function for the left subtree and the right subtree. So what we will do is we will call mid, and how we will find the value of mid? By finding the value from the map. So for a given result node, suppose if we have a result node as 0, so result contains our root node, right? So we have to find the mid value from the given traversal, that is the in order traversal, that where does the 0 actually exist. So what we will do is we will find in the map, and we will find that yes, 3 exists, it exists at the place 3. So our mid value becomes 3. So which means that 0, 1, 2, 3. So this becomes our mid. Now what we will do is we will simply call our function on the left subtree and on the right subtree. So in this way we will calculate for the entire tree, and our tree will be constructed. So let's see the code for it, so that it will be more simpler to you to understand. So first of all, what we have done is we have taken an index variable as 0. So after that we have taken an unordered map, because we have to store the in order traversal into the map. And now first we will see, we have taken these two things as the global variable because we are going to call it in multiple functions. Now we have the function build tree initially. So in build tree, the parameters that are given to us is the in order traversal of the tree, pre-order traversal of the tree, and the number of nodes in the in order and pre-order traversals. Okay, so in order and pre-order traversals are basically the arrays that are given to us. And now what we will do is, first of all, as I've said, we will store all the elements of the in order traversal into the map. So what I have done is simply I have created the map globally here, unordered map, and the map is of type int. So the first value will be the in order array value, and the second will be the index value. So once this is done, our map is ready. Now what we will do is we will call our function solve. So what this function will do is it will create tree, it will create our binary tree, and then will assign the root node to this root. Okay, and then we just only have to return the root node and the post order traversal will be printed by the driver code. So now let's see how we will create our binary tree. So in the function solve, what we have taken is, we have taken the parameters as pre-order traversal, in-order traversal, lower bound and upper bound. So lower bound and upper bound are important over here because, as I have said, we will traverse the pre-order array. So what we will do is, first of all, this is the base condition check that we have done. If at any point of time, if lower bound is greater than upper bound, we will simply return null, and then what we will do is, we will create a node result. So the node result will act as the root node at every point of at every function call. So our result node is there, in which we have created a new node, and what we have assigned is pre of index access, index plus plus, which means that the first element into our pre-order traversal will be created as a new node, because the value that we have currently in our pre-order array is our array value, right? So we have to create a node also from it. So this line is basically creating the node from the pre-order array. So the first element will be considered as the root node, you can say. And why we are doing idx plus plus, so that next time when we are going to call the same line, then in that case it will create the node for the next element in this given pre-order array. Okay, so now again one more condition check where we have written, that is, if there is a, suppose in case if there exists only one single node, or our lower bound becomes equals to upper bound, then in that case we will simply return our result node. Okay, so now again next thing is, we will calculate our mid value. Why we are calculating the mid value? Because we are going to call the function on the left subtree and on the right subtree. So how we will calculate the mid is, we will find the result data into our in order traversal, because we know that we can find the mid value from the in order traversal. Mid value is basically the root node, and from the in order traversal only we can find out whether which all are the elements which will exist on the left subtree, and which all are the elements which will exist on the right subtree side. So this will simply calculate our mid node, and once that is calculated, what we will do is, we will call the function on the function solve for the left subtree and on the right subtree. So how we have done that is, we have taken result of left equals solve. We have called the function solve. We have passed our pre-order array, we have passed our in order array, we have passed the lower bound, and we have passed the upper bound. So in this case we have passed the upper bound as mid minus 1, because we know that once we have found the mid value, what we will do is, our mid minus 1 will be the left subtree. And similarly we have called for the right subtree, and then once all of this is calculated, we will finally return our result value. So what these two lines will do is, these two lines will basically recursively call the function solve again and again, and will create the binary tree for the left subtree and the right subtree, and when the entire subtree is prepared, we will simply return our result node, which is our root node. So when we will return our root node, the driver code will traverse the entire binary tree that is that our code has created, and we will finally get the post order traversal for our binary tree. So this was the code for constructing a tree from in order and pre-order traversal. This might look confusing to you in the first side, but if you will go through it 2 to 3 times, you will surely get to understand this. So thanks for watching.